And now I'm out of the room.
This is the intro to Pim's Daily Vlogs. Pim's Daily Leaps.
Enjoy. Is it weird that every time I start a vlog, like I shoot my first video and then my brain immediately goes to the little intro theme that I've got? Every time I shoot the very first video of the day, I hear that song in my head. This is the intro. Na, 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 na. I need a new song. Definitely need a new intro. That one's getting kind of weird. Was gonna wear my helmet and ride my bike, but this, my friends, is walking with a cape weather. It's a party in theater class, and it's a Halloween party. He's in costume.
I want to rage right now.
You can't. Good.
Oh my goodness, so much stuff. Look, stuff. Ooh.
I mean, to be honest, the pumpkins.
Ooh. I just want to know when we can get food. When do you think we can get food?
Over there.
Over there. Aha! I see. Let's go. Squash. I haven't had it in forever, and I'm so excited to eat it. Yeah, will be missed. Protein. I want candy and teeth. Wind wheel. Everybody do this. Why am I on duty when they're doing wax hands and pumpkin painting? These don't work very well, but I can still talk with them a bit. Hi there, Pepper. Are you ready for dinner? You ready for dinner? You get some food? Get some food. Is it for you? Hello, Pepper.
I'm willing to trade tomorrow for 3 duty days. Like,
You want to go home that bad?
I need to go home.
Well, you can take weekends then.
Yeah, I can take weekends now. So I'll trade for like 3 duty days. And I don't care. I just
Here you go. Oh my goodness, she is hungry. That's why she's so active.
Did anyone respond yet?
No.
Oh, it's a pretty day today. Are you ready to climb? People are afraid to be in the background of the camera. Don't look at them! Don't look at them! Well, that was fun. Now it's time to go to my meetings. Oh, it's such a nice day outside. Look how beautiful it is. Isn't that pretty? Hello, guys. It's time for another Theater 216 rant. Yeah. So, my rant today is on Shakespeare. Shakespeare and history. I think I might be one of the only, like one of 2 theater majors, people who want to do theater, who hates Shakespeare. I hate him. I hate him with passion. I've seen him in every history and in every theater class I've been to. I'm taking 4 different theater classes this semester. All of them are doing Shakespeare right now. So I understand Shakespeare. I'd like to make that point, that it's not one of those, I don't understand it, so I don't like it. I understand it. I was usually the one in class who was able to get like the right inflections on words. When we were doing Macbeth. Was it Macbeth? No, it was Romeo. We were reading excerpts from Romeo and Juliet in high school. I was the only one in the entire class who had gotten that, fetch me my staff, ho! Instead of fetch me my staff, ho! So, I understand Shakespeare. I just don't like him. First of all, whenever I hear about him, I've always told that, you know, he writes in the language of the common people. And it wasn't hoity-toity language, it was the language that commoners would use. It was an iambic pentameter with his own like blank verse way of writing, which is great. I'm glad that he developed that, and everyone's so obsessed with it. And so he has his own way of writing, he has his own style, it was in the writing of the people, which made the theater more accessible to everyone. However, nowadays, it's not accessible anymore because no one talks like that. And when now we're forced to read through this language that we don't understand, we don't get, and it's, he wrote in the language of the people. Great, it's not us. I mean, how many kids have had to sit through a torturous Shakespeare class because the teacher said, all right guys, let's read through this out loud. And then pick somebody, they tried to read and they're like, oh Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? What light through yonder window breaks? You know, it's like, oh my gosh, stop it. No more. It's so bad. And that's what bugs me. It's like we're constantly like reliving Shakespeare. We're constantly reliving the past in general. My family is big Civil Warists. We took my grandfather on a trip to see all the Civil War sites that we could. It took us a week. We didn't even get through all of them because there's literally Civil War sites for basically every battle. Everywhere. Houses are randomly saved because some soldier lived there. And I can't help but wonder, do we really need all of it? I'm really glad that we are preserving our history, preserving our culture, but we're spending so much money on saving a house that was used in the Gettysburg battle to store bodies, because it stored bodies, when we could let that house just be a regular house, let some family live in it, and use the money towards things like education. In Illinois, in my hometown, an entire school district cut out all field trips for the schools because there's no money and they can barely pay for paper for the year. Paper to print out quizzes and things. They can barely pay for that. So they cut out all field trips. All the historic sites that are in town that students would normally go to, they're not going to go. And they're not going to go ever. Because how many students, honestly, how many students go by themselves to go see historic sites? And because the schools don't have money to go to the field trips, they're not going to go. And I think that's a great thing. Like for Shakespeare, we've saved his house, we've saved all this kind of stuff. We're not even sure if Shakespeare was real. I don't know if that conspiracy is true or not, or if it has any merit, but he's one of the very few historical characters that I hear about in class that people are like, he might not be real. Yeah, and we're saving his house, we rebuilt the globe, we did all this kind of stuff, all a whole bunch of money. Think of how much money we could give to education so that schools could send kids on field trips. Wouldn't that be great? And yet, instead, when we think about cutting things, we're going to cut education, we're going to cut the art programs, we're going to cut the music programs, we're going to start to cut sports eventually because first thing to go is education. Why can't the first thing to go be unnecessary historical sites? There are out there. I'm fine with you guys keeping, you know, your Gettysburg and your Antietam, your big historical sites, Mount Rushmore. But on Mount Rushmore, we don't need an exact we don't need replicas of the tents and lean-tos that the men built to stay in whilst they were building Mount Rushmore. We don't need that. Let's take all that money and put it into the education fund. Yeah. That's my bit for the day. This pot has nothing growing in it, and that's sad. Alright, everyone who's watching my vlog, everyone go search Epic Rap Battles of History and watch the one between Albert Einstein and Stephen Hawking, and then watch the one between William Shakespeare and Dr. Seuss. Ha! They make me so happy and they're so much fun! So watch them. Do it. I want to say, guys, I'm sorry that I've gotten so behind with these vlogs. I forget to do them during the week, and then on the weekend I'm like, oh, I gotta do vlogs, I gotta do homework, oh dang it, and all of Saturday belongs to the band. What am I gonna do? But I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah. I do want to keep these going because I like doing them. I like it. It's so bright and sunny. You can see. By the way, it's a red hot Friday. Even the plants are doing it. Nom 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 nom. Now this is just pretty. I am going to attempt to get a coffee. You have something on you. Stop getting dirty. And now I randomly have free cake.
Hello, sir.
And there's Mark!
Hello. It's Mark Mancini.
Right, it is, Gavner.
Right,
What's all this then?
this is cake.
Right.
And this is a 2-litre bottle of diet
Ah, nice.
lime soda.
Gotta lay off the bottle, mate.
So you guys can tell where we've been working and where we haven't been working by the dangling plugs. It's like a forest of dead lights, hanging their entrails, dripping to the ground. How's that for a disturbing image for theater? You will never see lights the same way ever again. I've made a decision. This one is easier to climb up, and it makes you feel a little bit safer, I think, because there's those two big things on the ends. So it's like you've got a little wall surrounding. That one, the bars are hard to grab to because they're really big. You can't get your hand all the way around them. And there's nothing to grab to at the top, so you just kind of have to like crawl up, and there's nothing to like grab onto if you get scared. So this one's better. If you're ever in a scaffolding situation and you're kind of afraid of heights, go for the one that looks like that. Don't go that one. Go that one. That one. Yeah. That's it. I just saw a guy with pumpkin pie. I really hope there's pumpkin pie at the band party tonight, because I love pumpkin pie. And I'm just gonna leave you there to scare people. Go to it. Oh, why'd I press record? Welcome to the band Halloween party. Kevin, you're in the video! And we are... It's a video, it's okay. You can walk through it. Everyone's afraid of this camera. Yes. I've got lots of candy. I'm debating on going to the uni thing, right? Why are you going away? Come back, face me. I'm debating on going to the union and getting myself real food, because I haven't really had real food all day. I got candy, and they're showing me.